Hello, Patriots. Welcome to the newsroom. And today I have a very interesting story. This one has to do with the United Nations and the Federal Reserve. This comes courtesy of GoldenStateTimes.com. And it says, the United Nations calls on the Fed and other central banks to halt interest rate hikes. They are saying that it's not going to be helpful and it's going to be very destructive around the world. So it says the United Nations agency warned on Monday of the risk of a monetary policy induced global recession. And what they mean by that is if they continue hiking the rates, it's going to create a global recession. That would have especially serious consequences for developing countries and called for a new strategy. They said in a report, quote, excessive monetary tightening or interest rate hikes could usher in a period of stagnation and economic instability for some countries, according to the UN. They went on to say, quote, any belief that they, or central banks, will be able to bring down prices by relying on higher interest rates without generating a recession is, quote, an imprudent gamble. An imprudent gamble. The report said the higher interest rates, including hikes by the U.S. Federal Reserve, would have a more severe impact on emerging economies, which already have high levels of private and public debt. The report, entitled Development Prospects in a Fractured World, also warned of a potential debt crisis in the developing world. And they said, quote, the current course of action is hurting vulnerable people everywhere, especially in developing countries. We must change course. When asked about solutions, the UN suggested that there were other ways of bringing inflation down, mentioning windfall taxes on corporations, better regulations to control commodity speculation, and efforts to resolve supply-side bottlenecks. They went on to say, quote, if you want to use only one instrument to bring down inflation, the only possibility is to bring the world to a slowdown that will end up in a global recession. Now, here in the United States, we've been in a recession since June the 1st. June the 1st. They're still saying, oh, recession is imminent. It's coming, blah, blah, blah. They're lying to you. Fox News, everybody else that is saying these things are lying to you. We right now are in the middle of a recession. Recession started June 1st. So we are already July, August, September, October. We're already 4 months in. We're about to be 4 months into this recession. Now, they're not going to tell you guys anything until after the midterms. The day after the midterms, they're going to be bombarding you guys with, we're in recession. But it's not going to happen until the Monday after the midterms. Which the midterms fall on a Monday, I believe. No, it's or Tuesday, I think. Let's see. Election day, the 8th. Yeah, Tuesday. So they always fall on a Tuesday. I forgot. Sorry. But yeah, so on the 14th of November, you're going to hear, oh, we're in a recession. We are in a recession. And they're going to try to blame the Republicans, just like always. But according to the UN, if they continue this tightening or rate increases, then we're going to go into a global recession. It says that overall, the UNCTAD revised down its 2022 global growth projection to 2.5 from an earlier 2.6 estimated in March. It expects growth of 2.2 in 2023. The International Monetary Fund also warned last month that some countries may slip into recession next year and revised its growth forecast downwards. Now, it has always been this way, pretty much since the United States has been around. If the U.S. gets the sniffles, the rest of the world catches a cold. That's always how it's going to be. That's how it has been. That's how it is right now. But the problem with this is that the United States is already there. So it's not that the United States is getting the sniffles. The United States already caught that cold. And now it's just a matter of time for them to actually acknowledge that they caught a cold back in January 1st, and the rest of the world is gonna come crumbling down. That is just imminent. It's going to happen. But the problem with this is that they're trying to mask it. Why are they trying to mask it? Because they're scrambling, they're desperate to find a way to either manufacture a lie by the Biden administration, blaming it on Republicans somehow, or they're trying to find what they believe could be a solution. But the thing about the Democrats is that their only solution is spending more money. They believe that if they spend more money, they're going to be able to fix things. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen, they're planning in October to send out more stimulus checks. Add more to the debt. They're planning to send more money to Ukraine or whatever that country is called. Add more to the debt. They just passed a stopgap in order to make sure that the government doesn't shut down. Add more to the debt. That's how they are. So let us know what you guys think about this whole situation. The UN coming out and telling the Federal Reserve, stop with these tax hikes. These rate hikes. Just recently, last month, they raised it 3.4%. Or 0.75%. 3/4 of a percentage point. A lot of people were speculating that it was going to be 1 whole point, but they ended up with 3/4 of it. And most likely in October is going to be either another 3/4 or a whole percentage point. I don't know what they're waiting for, because a lot of people really thought it was going to be 1%. So I don't know if they're trying to prolong it. I don't know if the Biden administration was able to say, hey, you know what? Don't do the whole percent, do 3/4. We're trying to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Again, until after the midterms. So let us know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comment section below. We're in big trouble when it comes to the economy. Really big trouble. But not as big as other countries around the world. Because again, when the US catches the sniffles, the world catches a cold. But it's a completely different ballgame when the US already caught that cold, and we're just going to find out what's going to happen to the rest of the world, because this is a whole nother ballgame, a whole nother animal. And nobody has really seen it this way before. And if they have, they've gotten glimpses of it, like what happened in the early 80s, but not to the enormity of what it is going to be this year. So let us know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Also, make sure you share this video on social media. Click the thumbs up button. If you guys missed any of our previous videos, then make sure you guys click on them. They're interactive. And make sure you guys visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. I hope to see you on the next one. But until then, my name is Jen, and I will see you very soon. Peace.